FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
You've sort of assumed this issue of college degrees and more college access is college. What about the issue of quality? I think that's a very important issue that no one's really addressed. And this goes through for K-12 also. You know, the quality issue is something economists have measured, and it's something I don't think we can just forget about.
Sure, George, go ahead.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Many colleges are so interested in keeping the revenue flow high that they'll do anything to make sure that the students stay enrolled. Grades have been inflated. The curriculum has been watered down. They want happy students. In fact, I know of cases where professors have been disciplined or even kicked out because they didn't inflate their grades to keep the students happy.
Can you just tell, what does a B- mean at this point at Ohio?
A mediocre student. I mean, at most
What's
colleges.
failing? What's a failing grade?
Well, it's
C.
C. At a lot of schools. It varies some from university to university, in fairness. But the typical grade in the United States, if you took the average of all undergraduate students in the United States, is about a 2.2 average, which is just a sort of rather a 3.2 average, which is about a B+, almost a B+.
So B+ is average, and in the old days, C was average.
Yeah,
so
when
B+
you and I
is
were
C.
little boys and girls, or little boys, sorry.
Yeah,
Paul.
please. Look, it's 2010. I could be
I would
transgendered, but I'm not.
never accuse you of that. It was more like a C+. So we have had almost a grade level in inflation. And the gentleman's question, I think, was a brilliant question. And Margaret and George and I can't speak for Michael, we're all agreeing. And Michael spoke to this earlier, too. We have a quality problem, but we also have a problem. We don't measure things. Did UVA have a good year last year? Who knows? How do we know what the students at the University of Virginia knew last year compared with 10 years ago or 20 years ago? We don't measure it.
Absolutely. When I say accountability, I'm talking about ways to get a handle on cost, productivity, efficiency, and quality. And we're not going to do any of those things without any information. And that's what we have now, virtually no information.
And the value add of the educational experience.
Exactly.
You know, we don't ask, what did you know when you got here? And we don't measure how much you learned as you stayed there. We do, but the degree is a proxy for that. Well, it may not be a particularly meaningful proxy. You know, we do regulate higher educational institutions. We accredit them. We have regional accrediting bodies all across this country. I think there's a big, well, no, I've already pulled out my hair.
Exactly.
You know,
she's all alone on this.
She's all alone on this. We do. I mean, I think there is a big question about whether they are holding institutions accountable for the right things.
Well, and it's all about inputs. It's not about results. It's not about what did you get when you went. So I think we have major work to do on this front. And, I have the railroad tracks to prove it, because the higher education community likes those send us the money and leave us alone approach.